Funding for Firehouse Kitchen is provided by RW Prime, good times, great steaks, located at Resorts World, New York City. Best Market, your neighborhood's first choice. Riverhead Bay Motors, specializing in Subaru and Volkswagen. Murph's famous Bloody Mary mix. One sip, one believer, party with the Murph. Shallon Self-Defense Center, classes for men, women, and children. Kick with the best. Fire News, serving heroes since 1973. Gentle Dental, located in Eastport, New York. Renee Dumang, fine jewelry located in East Islip, New York. DeCarlo Food Service, servicing the food industry since 1963, located in Farmingville, New York. FirefightersFashions.com, the swag of firefighters apparel.
We got our Manhattan connection, James O'Regan. He's cooking today at Resorts World in our I call it the Battle of the Five Boroughs in our cook-off. James, what's so special about your chili?
Really not a lot is special with our chili. It has meat and tomatoes. And we just let it fester in an old sock for a couple of days before the
Oh, so you cook it a few days early, then it turns into like an old sock. There's nothing like a nice, comfortable old sock. Lovely. I'm going to be thinking about that when I'm tasting your chili. Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Also, another thing, Ray, we like your show a lot, and we made you up some pins. And we have some new Firehouse Fighter pins for you.
Oh, those are awesome. Holy cow, look at that. Firehouse Kitchen. Unbelievable. How can I get some of these pins? Can people order these? Can people get these? Or
I believe they'll be available at IggyFD.com.
IggyFD.com. Okay. What if somebody wants their pin made?
And also, we can make any pin that you want. We've done it for many different fire departments, worldwide actually.
This is
and we have our own. We also have stock pins that we do very well.
Oh, I think I like the one with. I like them both. I think I like the one without the colors. It's kind of like retro. I mean, the one with the colors is nice. Don't get me wrong, Iggy. This is very nice. And they call him Iggy. Why do they call you Iggy?
A friend in Jackson Heights. He used to watch a lot of Taxi, and there was a character on the show called Jim Ignatowski. And they did, you don't know if the guy's an idiot or he's a genius. So, you can make your own decision.
I'll make that decision when I taste your chili. All right? If I'm not going to say idiot, I'll say chef or no chef. We'll see. All right? Iggy, thank you so much for these. This is very, very nice. Thank you. Awesome. And let's get to our next contestant. Let's see who you're going to be cooking against.
Awesome.
This is very cool. We've got Brooklyn in the house. Engine 248, Lieutenant Dan Casey.
Heart of Flatbush, the heart of Flatbush.
The heart of Flatbush. Now, what's pretty cool about Danny is we used to work together. All right, he was my probie.
Hillside Hurricane.
Hey, actually, you weren't my probie. Excuse me now. We were only one class apart from each other.
Class of 99.
I was the first in 99.
I was the last in 99.
So there you go.
Late 90s.
Beautiful. Now, I tasted Dan's chili once, a couple times at the fire department ski races. We always rent the house, the Blue Onion, and we made chili, and we dropped it one time, right? And
I didn't drop it. I cooked it. I made it. Someone else dropped it.
Yeah, but I remember scooping it off the floor and eating it. That's how good it was. That's how firemen roll. Danny, what's so special about your chili?
Over the years, I just started adding a couple of things to it. Got a couple of different good ideas from guys at the firehouse, and against the competition today, I added chunks of sirloin, like you'd put in a beef stew.
Okay.
And I braised them, and then I stewed them for about 2 hours, so they should be falling apart when you put it in your
So
mouth.
you braised the beef first, so then that's gonna fall apart. This sounds like this could be the winner.
It could
This
be.
could be the winner.
We're hoping.
Oh, nice. I like that. All right. Well,
Give
Danny's
it a college
always
try.
Danny's always great in the fire department. Now I know. Now you crossed over. He's a lieutenant in Brooklyn now. Because Brooklyn and Queens firemen,
Flatbush.
the heart of Flatbush. Because Brooklyn guys will say, "Hey, you see that spot over there with the smoke coming out of it? That's Brooklyn."
We don't have to say it. Other boroughs say it for us. I don't think I've ever said it.
Well, good luck, Danny. We'll see
Thanks,
how you do in
buddy.
the cook-off. All right,
I appreciate it.
Let's meet some more guys. The Bronx is here. the Boogie Down. We got Mike Sandor from Engine 48. What's up, Mike?
How you doing?
All right, very cool that you came down today. It's a great cause for Friends of Firefighters, raising money, and Resorts World is so nice hosting this. What's in your chili? Why should your chili win?
Oh, I got beef, lamb, 4 types of peppers, beans,
All right.
and a couple of secret ingredients.
So do guys rave in the firehouse about your chili?
Some.
So, yeah. Well, they say, if you make one good meal, hero. Make one bad meal, zero. And you can make 1,000 good meals. And I told the story once at Firehouse Kitchen. I made sauce one time and like 6 guys got sick. And they used to let me cook a lot in the firehouse. And then that was it. I wasn't allowed to cook anymore. Yeah. And it was a stomach virus. It had nothing to do with it wasn't 6 guys, it was like 3 guys that night. But it was a stomach virus. They had a stomach virus. It was going around. But, they blamed my sauce. What are you going to do? Anyway, Mike, we can't wait to have you chili. Thank you so much for coming down, brother.
Pleasure being here.
And good luck. Good luck. I hope
Thank
win.
you.
I am happy to say I have my first Staten Island fireman on Firehouse Kitchen, Anthony Tassiano Rojas. That is the most Irish name I've ever heard. Very nice. What's up, Anthony?
What's up? How's it going, Ray?
Very good. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Anytime, my pleasure.
And what's cool about Anthony does a lot for Friends of Firefighters. A very, very big supporter. Now, Anthony, that is some Italian name. Did you make an Italian chili? Is it the most Italian chili?
It's not the most Italian chili, but it's decently enough Italian. Big chunks, lots of lamb, lots of beef, but no ground beef. Some pork.
Yeah. Yeah,
No
we
ground
don't Italian. There's no ground beef in my chili.
Lots of vegetables though, and
Lots
beans.
of
You gotta have your beans.
Yeah, there you go. Good. Am I gonna say forget about it after
You can say forget about it. You can grab your gallabull,
right.
whatever you want to.
Is that what I say? Actually, I say forget about to everybody else.
Okay.
Who's gonna win? Those guys? No, forget about
Staten
it.
Island's
These
gonna
guys.
win.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Tassiano Rojas. That's gonna win. Staten Island's gonna take the prize.
Yeah.
Okay, enough.
Or Brooklyn. I don't mind if Brooklyn wins, but as long as it's not the Bronx.
As long as we don't want the Bronx. All right, no Bronx. All right, so Mike, all right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I saw you doing something to his chili.
I took a little bit.
You took a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, good. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for
No problem. Thank you, Ray.
participating in this.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much. Awesome. And let's go to our last contestant. Our last team, I am happy to say, is from Queens. I'm a Queens firefighter. I was a Queens firefighter. Is the Big House. I call it the Dude House. It's down in Rockaway because they're all a bunch of surfer dudes down there. And actually, Timmy and Keith and Bernie, these guys are all Irish. We got a McCormick, a McDonald, and an O'Hare. This is insane. I'm mostly cooking with Italian guys. But you tell me, Keith, what's the special about your chili?
Today is going to be a twist on it. Usually we cook Irish meals because all 3 of us are Irish, but today we're going to do something Italian for the Italian guys.
So we're doing an Italian chili.
We're going to do Italian chili.
Unbelievable. So we're going to take on, Staten Island.
That's
it.
it.
Anthony's Forget about it. So no Irish brogues today. Now, Bernie, why do they call it the Big House?
It's a big house. There's 3 companies. 2 engines and a truck. It's the only house on the job that has that.
That two engines and a truck.
One truck. It's the only house
There's no
on the
battalion
job.
in that house, right?
Nope.
Nope. Ah, that's awesome. All right, so the Big House down in Rockaway. We're cooking with my Irish crew, and they're cooking Italian chili from Queens, from the Big House. Let's get ready to do some cooking. All right, we are here at Resorts World Casino at Employee Appreciation Day, and we are having the Battle of the Boroughs. We've got someone from each borough from the New York City Fire Department, and we made some chili for the employees here at Resorts World. And Resorts World is a very, very, very big supporter of the New York City Fire Department, and they're very big supporters of Friends of Firefighters. So we have our teams. We've got Iggy from New York City. We've got the dudes from the Big House, and this is my Irish. This is my Queens firehouse, and we got Lieutenant Dan Casey from Engine 248 from the Bronx, from Brooklyn. Sorry, the Borough of Fire. That's it, the Borough of Fire. Oh man, Brooklyn is in the house. And we got Anthony representing Staten Island. We got everybody from Staten Island here. From Shaolin, yeah, very nice. And from the Boogie Down, the Bronx. All right. Bronx Fire, the Brooklyn firefighters and the Bronx firefighters. They keep saying who's got more smoke coming out of their borough. You know, that's which one's got more fire. Now, in this competition, they're each making 5 bowls of chili for our 5 judges. And our judges are right over here. I'm going to stand here with Michelle Standart from Resorts World Casino. How you doing, Michelle?
Good, Ray. How are you?
I'm very good. Now, who do we have judging today?
So we have Jeff Baruch from London Lenny's.
Okay.
Awesome seafood here in Queens, one of the best. We have Brad Edgar, our VP of Marketing, Resorts World Casino.
All right.
Betty Bratton from CB10.
Wow, hi, Betty.
We have May Yuri, VP of HR.
Oh, HR.
Yep. We have Tim Pearson, Director of Security for Resorts World.
And security. Everyone loves the security, right? He
Everybody's
keeps
at
us
the
safe.
table. We're keeping them honest. We're going to have this judging be fair and square.
All right, it's going to be fair and square. So the judges can't see the teams right now. Each team has their own number, and that number is going to come out, and they're going to judge that chili. So they don't know which borough they're from. All right, because I know everybody here lives in New York City, so we don't want to have any bias, okay?
All right.
Even though I'm from Queens, you know, I'm a Queens firehouse.
Yes,
I might be a little
Resorts is
biased
in Queens.
towards Queens.
But
All
no
right.
bias, no bias.
So we're going to start the judging, and we'll be right back. Hi, I'm Firefighter Ray, and today's safety tip is for all you firefighters out there. It's about the size up. Now, what a size up is when we roll up to a fire, you get off the rig and you size up the job. You look at the building, you see exactly what you're doing. You take a second, you make sure your gear is all on, hoods are on, gloves are on, coat is buckled. I was actually involved in a fire once where we all got off the rig. My Lieutenant Speck said, hey guys, there's nobody in there. Let's take a few seconds, let's make sure we're all bundled up, and that's what we did. We went into that fire, and it was actually a flashover. One of the firefighters got burned because he took off his gloves to feel the door, but a flashover is when the whole room ignites. And if Lieutenant Speck didn't tell me to buckle up and make sure everything was on, I might have got severely burned. I'm Firefighter Ray, and today's safety tip is a size up.
Hey, hon, have I ever told you how much I love the Murph's famous Bloody Mary mix?
Yes, sweetheart.
So bold, rich, thick.
Wait until you try it on the pizza.
Remember with the Murphs, it's one sip, one believer. And apparently, a whole lot more.
Was that the Murph in our kitchen?
Murph's in every kitchen, Craig.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the first annual Resorts World Casino Employee Appreciation Day. Joining us today are the firefighters from New York City, one from each borough representing Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, New York, and the Bronx. Sorry, I'm from Bronx, I'm not this is Bronx. So, we're here also to present the Friends of Firehouse with a check from Resorts World Casino for $5,000. We wanted to say thank you for supporting us, for always being there for us, being at our call if something happens, and just making sure this property is safe for over 10 million per year guests that we have coming to the property. So thanks to every employee. I hope you enjoy your day. And we all say thanks to the Friends of Firehouse and firefighters of New York City. Thank you.
All right, Michelle.
So, with no further ado, we'd like to announce the winner, which, with the most points, which looks like 59 points, is Brooklyn.
All
the
right.
Bureau of Brooklyn. Congratulations.
Good, Casey, come on
Well
up.
done, gentlemen.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Wow, thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
Brooklyn, oh my goodness. He's very shy, these Brooklyn firefighters. All right, very cool. Now, Brooklyn, of course, very, very modest. The Bronx is crying, Queens is crying. Here's Brooklyn. We're gonna have to hear this. You know, they won the battle of the boroughs. We'll see you next year. We'll see you next year. Special thanks to Resorts World, a very, very big supporter of the fire department, Friends of Firefighters, and Firehouse Kitchen. To watch Firehouse Kitchen, go to firehousekitchenshow.com. You can watch us on NYC TV Live, or you can friend us on Facebook. Lots to do. Guys, thank you so much again for having us. Congratulations, Danny. Awesome. Very nice. Let's give Danny a hand.
Thank you.
And you can see us next time on All right. Very nice, guys. Congratulations, Danny. Awesome. Hi, I'm Firefighter Ray, and today's fire fact is the evolution of bunker gear. I'm here at the Nassau County Fire Museum, and I have 3 firefighters here from 3 different eras. We have rubber gear back in the 40s. This was not that good. I mean, it kept the fire off us a little bit, but it wasn't fire retardant. And we had a lot of skin exposed, okay? These boots only came up mid-leg, and that's their pants right there. That's cotton, that's gonna catch fire. As we move to the 50s and 60s, we have canvas gear. Okay, and this wasn't also fire retardant. Kept the fire off us a little bit, but also, look, a lot of skin exposure. As we jump to our time now, we have Kevlar. It takes a lot of heat for this to burn, okay? This is fire retardant. This is 400 or 500 degrees before this will catch fire. This keeps the firefighter safe, and there's no exposure from the gloves, the hood, and everything. Today's gear is 100 times better than what it was 60 or 70 years ago. I'm Firefighter Ray, and today's fire fact is the evolution of bunker gear.
Hey, hon, have I ever told you how much I love the Murph's famous Bloody Mary mix?
Yes, sweetheart.
So bold, rich, thick.
Yeah, and honestly, these wings with Murphs, oh, they're awesome.
Remember, with the Murphs, it's 1 sip, 1 believer. And apparently, a whole lot more.
Was that the Murph in our kitchen? The Murph's in every kitchen, Craig.
All right, I am excited. We've got the Murph in the house. Stephen Murphy. What's up, Stephen?
Firefighter Ray, great to be here.
Great to have you. Very big supporter of the show. And we got Chef Marco Menudo.
Firefighter Ray, thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. I went to a little party at Murph's house, and I'm eating some pizza. Me and Murph are having a good time. And I'm saying, this pizza tastes amazing. And he goes, oh, Chef Marco made that. So I go to Chef Marco, I said, what's the secret? The secret was Murph's Bloody Mary mix. Now, I love the Bloody Marys.
Correct.
But there's so much more we can do with this.
Well, actually, as you know, it was a Bloody Mary party, a brunch that we threw where I invited Chef Mark as well as you. And we were enjoying some Murph's famous Bloody Mary mixes. And what I like to do is, because a lot of people have told me in the past, this Murph, not only do I love your Bloody Mary mix, I use it to marinate my foods, my steaks, my chickens, I use it with my meatloaf. Chef Marco have invented that he uses the Bloody Mary mix as a pizza sauce in replacement of. And that was the pizza you were eating.
Oh, that's fair. Do we put vodka in it too? No, I'm just joking. No. Then you'll be fine eating too much pizza, be all over you. All right, now, we're making a homemade pizza. Chef Marco, I'm gonna let you take the floor right now. Go for it.
So we're gonna make a deep dish cast iron pizza. So the first thing we're gonna do is generously fill the bottom of the pan with extra virgin olive oil.
You don't want that pizza to stick to the pan.
You wanna make sure the bottom of the pan is fully covered because we're almost gonna have a frying effect in the oven. So the bottom of the pie gets nice and crisp. So it actually becomes a pizza pie and not a pizza mush.
And you were telling me before, you want to use a cast iron pan.
Yes.
It doesn't really work good with Teflon
No,
pan.
because the cast iron is gonna keep the even heat.
Even
Perfectly even. So now I'm gonna spice up the oil, and I'm gonna use the same spices that are in the Murphs to spice up the bottom of the pizza. This way we marry the flavors from the bottom to the top.
What a wonderful marriage. A wonderful
Little
marriage.
salt,
I love to
little
watch
black pepper,
I love to watch Chef Marco in action.
little red pepper.
Now, your father had a pizza shop, right, or something like that? when you were-
Yes, growing up, I grew up in the pizza business. So I'm the son of a pizza man.
He's in good shape for a pizza guy. Usually pizza guys usually a little round.
Little oregano,
Firefighter Ray.
little garlic, fresh garlic.
This is all going in the bottom of the pizza.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's more of a when it's a true deep dish, it's really a bread we're making. And the topping is just to complement the bread. So you want the bread to taste as good as the top. And that's why I'm flavoring it the same way so it complements the Murphs.
I love it.
Instead of going on a roller coaster of flavor, everything's gonna join. So it's a continuous flavor.
It's gonna be a perfect marriage, like me and my beautiful wife.
I am presenting the dough to Chef Marco.
And we're gonna take the dough.
Now, Marco, where did you get the dough, just for the audience?
I actually picked up the dough at a local pizzeria. It's the easiest way. You don't have to make this whole idea is convenience. You don't want to spend the whole day making a dough, letting it rise, letting it proof, making a sauce. So not only is it a beautiful recipe, it's easy to put together because everything's pretty much pre-made for you. So it becomes fun to almost make, and you're really making something fresh.
I love the convenience. See, the firefighter way, the lazy firefighter way. When I went to go pick up the dough, I would just pick up a whole pizza. And I go home. But it's not as fun. It's not as fun.
No.
It's not as healthy.
So now what you're gonna do, we're gonna make that pie crusting. So I'm also poking these holes now to almost create a straw effect for the oil. So I'm poking holes not only to create a straw effect, but also to make your border for the crust. And the straw effect, what it's gonna do, it's gonna suck all the oil up through your dough.
That's gonna put it like into the dough.
It's almost
Absorb.
like, say, a croissant effect, how you're buttering the layers. Instead, you're sucking the oil up through, and it's gonna go with when the yeast starts popping, it's gonna bring that flavor all through the pie.
Wow.
I told you there are many uses to the Murph.
There's many uses for the Murph.
We have some
Do the
sauce.
honors.
Little Murph, little magical
Shake,
Murph.
shake a little bit.
Oh, gotta give it a shake.
Yeah, a little shake. Don't be afraid to shake the Murph.
Don't be unfair.
All right, not too much.
You tell me once in a while I want to give a good shake. All right, here we go. Not too
So we're
much.
gonna do 1.5. And it's very important when you put the sauce on, for those of you who don't know, you start from the middle and work your way out. This way you can
Just like a
control it.
pizzeria. I love it.
You can control it right to your border. Another half scoop.
Now, Marco, for the listening audience and the viewing audience, what would be the consistency of the Murphs compared to a normal pizza sauce?
Honestly, I'll never have to make a sauce again.
Is that right?
It's a waste of time. The Murph's is a perfect replacement, perfect amount of moisture, perfect flavor.
He just slipped him a 20. Murph just slipped him a 20. So I'm just kidding. Good. All right.
Right, you're old
Beating
school.
up
It
and
was
out.
really 40.
20. You can say anything but 20.
And now because it is a deep dish, we're gonna throw it in the oven for about 15 minutes and let it come together. And then we'll add the cheese because it's gonna take a little while to cook through and nice. You have plenty of flavor in there we're trying to cultivate. So we're gonna pop this in.
You better grab one of your mitts. Grab your mitts. Ooh, that looks good, man.
And here's the one we have pre-made. And now we're gonna add the cheese.
All right, here comes the cheese. Let's get rid of it.
Same as the sauce. You're gonna start from the middle because cheese spreads and work your way out.
We had a fireman in 263 who kept eating the dish. He has a big wooden spoon. He kept hitting my hand.
He was also your father.
That's my father. Firefighter Rapoli, great cook.
And we're gonna put a little oregano.
A little oregano, a little love.
And then the other key is, because we have the heat so high, we're gonna put the toppings on right when the cheese is about fully melted. I'm gonna pop it out, and then we'll put on the tomatoes and the basil, as to not dry them out.
Okay.
So we're gonna pop this one back in.
All right.
And let the cheese melt beautifully.
All right, well, that's cooking. We'll be right back, and we'll see what creation we've had with the Murphs. We should call this Marco's Pizzeria. Look at all these beautiful. It is smelling delicious in here. These look delicious. Unbelievable.
Looks somehow like the pizza's procreated in the oven.
Yes.
Well, what I wanted to show was no matter what cast iron pan you have, whether it be a shallow, tiny, or deep dish, you could still make the different variations. So this is a thin crust, this is a personal pie, and this is the deep dish that we made today.
Unbelievable.
So we're gonna cut and taste.
This is all made with the Murphs.
All made
Okay.
with the Murph.
This is the only reason Firefighter Ray does this show, for this segment right here.
Yes. Everything about the Murph. You know, I'm very thirsty. What should we have to drink?
Well,
while we,
I figured I'd contribute something to the segment. So when we were off camera, I took it upon myself to make Murph's famous Bloody Mary mix with a high-end top shelf vodka.
This is a hot shot looking drink.
Yeah.
Look at that. I feel like I'm.
Chef
I've
Marco.
made it. I've made it.
Which one do you want to taste first?
Well, you know what? What do we all do? I'll do the one that we made today. Let's do it. Let's do that one. There you go. Throw that right over there.
Murph, can you grab me the
Serve it.
There you go.
Thank you.
I am very excited. Let me taste my Murphs first.
Let me taste my Murph.
Oh my God. Delicious. I love it.
Good? Like a pie.
Look at that bad boy. It's so thick.
Best thing about pie, you can eat it for breakfast, you can eat it for lunch, and you can eat it for dinner.
Marco.
This looks delicious.
Holy cow. That is good.
Thank you.
Wow. When you told me you were putting Murph's mix on the pizza round, when you told me at the party, I was like, no, you are kidding me.
Yep.
I just saw it for myself. This is Murph's. This is delicious.
Right in front of your own eyes. Isn't that great?
This is unbelievable. I'm Firefighter Ray. I'm here with Stephen Murphy and Chef Marco. Stephen, thank you so much for
It's
coming.
great to be here.
And
Real
for all the
pleasure.
support. Very big supporter of Friends of Firefighters, Firehouse Kitchen. Awesome Chef Marco. This is unbelievable.
Thank you.
And I will see you next time on
Firehouse Kitchen.
All right. Let's eat some pizza with Chef Marco and the Murph. Ooh.
Funding for Firehouse Kitchen is provided by RW Prime, good times, great steaks, located at Resorts World, New York City. Best Market, your neighborhood's first choice. Riverhead Bay Motors, specializing in Subaru and Volkswagen. Murph's famous Bloody Mary mix, one sip, one believer, party with the Murph. Shallon Self-Defense Center, classes for men, women, and children. Kick with the best. Fire News, serving heroes since 1973. Gentle Dental, located in Eastport, New York. Renee Dumang, fine jewelry located in East Islip, New York. DeCarlo Food Service, servicing the food industry since 1963, located in Farmingville, New York. FirefightersFashions.com, the swag of firefighters apparel. Now you can enjoy Firehouse Kitchen at your own leisure with Firehouse Kitchen DVDs. Rewatch your favorite recipes and stories with this DVD collection.